Everyone is out there right now talking about this new AI tool called Clawdbot, or you can say OpenClaw. Well, people are spending thousands of dollars, like some even aware, some even don't aware that they even need it, and they are just spending money like crazy. So this tool can be even good, can be even like a rob to your bank account. So you need to be very clear. And in this video, I will talk about should you even use Clawdbot or not. All right. So let's get started. If you are not aware what is Clawdbot, I will also cover that. Right. Basically, it's an AI agent that runs on your system, controls your whole system, do whatever it wants. Right. It will take the action that you ask it to do, but still it can control everything. Have its own mind, and it can do whatever it feels right to do. So basically, uh, now we came in an era where like it was a era where we had the chatbots, right, from which we talk. So the chatbots that we used to be used earlier, they you ask some questions, they answer you on the text format, right? You click on something, they perform the action. It was like that. Now the things are completely changed. We are in the agent era now. Agent were like before earlier as well, right? But they have some kind of limitations. They can perform certain actions, but they have the limitation on what kind of actions they can perform. And you can told them like, okay, you have this access, and you can only do this much action, right? But the difference with the Claude this tool, it can do anything, right? You just give it the access of your tools, access of your computer, access of your browser, and it can do whatever it need to do certain thing, right? And even if you did not ask it to perform certain action, it will perform it because it will think that you wanna like it, or you wanna like appreciate that, or whatever the reasoning behind it, it will do that, right? So for example, next you give it the access of your credit card, you give it the access of the browser, you give it the access of your internet. Next day you wake up in the morning, you might see that it already invest in some kind of stocks for you. Maybe you did not like that stocks, and but it invest because it feel okay, you might be interested in that, and then it will done that for you. Now I'm not saying that it will just make you to lose money, right? But the point is like it can do whatever it want. If you give them complete access, it has the complete freedom, and it will go and take the actions even without asking you that it should do it or not, right? So we are now in the agent era. You just click, you type, or this act for you. Even if you didn't ask it, right? AI used to advise, now it execute. So first AI used to tell you something, right? When you ask it, now it do the things even you asked or not, right? It's gone on a different level completely. So what is Claude? What is like actually useful or just a hype, right? That we need to understand, because if you're gonna use it or not, it depends on like it is actually useful or this just a hype. Because a lot of people buying things on the basis of hype. Right now, the MacBook, right? MacBook, not Mac Mini sales, right? So people are like buying the Mac Mini like crazy. Like the sales got hyped up. Uh, so whatever. The sales for the Mac Mini gone crazy. Like instant people are spending $700, $1,000 on this on Mac Mini for like buying to run this tool only. To run this tool, they're spending that much. And not only that, it also like asks you to spend the money on the different other AI tools. If you give it the access of the Cloud API, right? Because it not just work on these tools. Let me show you. So it also has the access of your Cloud API, Open API, whatever you use, right? It will spend the credits on that. And let's say you give it the Anthropic API. Next morning when you wake up, you will see that it already spent $200 kind of budget for you already on the API. And now you have to pay, right? Maybe you did not even need that, and you already spent that much money, right? So it's important that you need it or not to understand it properly. So what it can do, it can see your screen, it can use your mouse and keyboard, it can control everything. It can create the files for you, delete the files for you, do whatever in the system, run the commands, right? Even it can change your whole computer at overnight if it feels. It can completely edit your file, and in the morning maybe it deleted your file, deleted your whole data in your system. If it need like if it thinks that okay your system need a reboot, and then you wake up in the morning and like boom, everything gone, right? It is risky. It is risky, but it is also useful at the same time. So this is kind of a chat GPT with the hands, Lord with the hands, whatever you say. Not magic, just action. right? So let's discuss of the real use and the hype use. Let's see first the hype use, what people are actually doing. So overhyped use, like how people are using it, they are doing this kind of stuff. They are doing the Twitter research, daily summarize of their activities, auto texting. I mean, for that, if you are spending like doing this kind of stuff, like sending the email to someone, like sending the good morning messages, sending that summarize your emails, checking your emails, like checking the Twitter, doing the research, if for those kind of things you are using the this tool and spending like so much money on that, buying the new computer completely for this, you are wasting your money. I mean, if you are also going to do this kind of task, I would say please don't do that. Please don't waste your money on this kind of useless stuff. Like people are buying and doing, some of the people like don't have any idea. They just like doing it because there's a hype right now. But if you're doing this stuff, you are wasting your money, right? What you can actually do with this, because this tool is actually capable of lot of stuff, but if we use it in the right way, okay, so you can do system task, you can do long jobs, right? So for example, you wanted to do the deep research on some topic, and like you have to check the multiple videos, you have to then take the notes on that, then you have to check with different AI tool and figure out something else. If you do those kind of long stuff, like long kind of tasks, you can ask this tool to do that for you. If you have to write the multiple articles, check on the internet, find the articles, rewrite those articles, or something like that, do the uh, create the videos for you or something like that, right? You can use this tool for that. I mean, this tool can do such some really complex tasks for you that will save you a lot of time, right? Now, if you want to do those kind of jobs with different tools, there are other tools available in the market for that. Let's say if you wanted to create an app, there are the tools available. But if you want, like, you hire an assistant and ask it to do use that tool, it's like that. For example, you hire a real human and ask it to like, okay, use this AI tool, create the app with for me, and like take the time that you need. This tool can do that for you. This tool I can create the whole app for you, do the check with the different AI tools in comparison, create the complete code, create the complete website, create the complete app. So it can do all those things that an AI and a real human can do for you, right? So if Claude can already do it safely, Clawdbot adds just not value. Well, that's true. If you are just doing some kind of stuff that already Claude can do, and you don't like using it in a full potential, I think you are creating a risk, because using Clawdbot is a bit riskier. You agree or it or not? It is risky because it has the complete access of everything that you give it to, and then it can do whatever it wants with that, right? So power, it's like a power without boundaries. Of course, a danger is not evil behavior; it's the wrong behavior done confidently. I will talk about that more, because it is actually a little bit of dangerous as well, right? Because it don't feel that it did anything wrong. For this tool, whatever it did is right because it don't hesitate to do it. For it, this is what he's doing or you. He thinks that this is correct and then he do it. A human will hesitate. This tool don't hesitate to do it, right? If I have to delete some kind of data, it will do it without even thinking. So can other tools replace it? Let's talk about that as well, right? Maybe like if you are doing certain kind of task that other tools can do, like maybe you don't need it, right? So can ChatGPT to Claude replace it? Well, ChatGPT and Claude can think. It can write the code for you. It can give you the content. It can give you the advice, right? It can write you a lot of stuff. It can act as a good, you can say, the person to talk to, right? But it can't actually execute a lot of stuff for you. Now, Claude has the functionality to control a lot of different integrated, like now Claude is integrated with different kind of tools for you, like your Gmail, your Docs, your Google Drive, and it can like control those. But it have still a limitations on how much it can do for you. But now, if you ask it like in Claude and ChatGPT, go on a browser, go on my desktop, go on my system and do the kind of stuff for me and think of itself and do the other stuff when it needed, no, it can't. It has the limitations. It can only do whatever you ask and then on a certain boundary only. So, no, it can't. Can Anatan replace? Well, kind of, yes. Anatan also can do this kind of stuff that this tool doing right now, like going on and you using multiple tools and then execute certain stuff. And but the problem with the Anatan, it also has the boundary. It also has the limitation. It can perform tasks for you. For example, if you give it the access of the Anthropic, OpenAI, right? You give it the access of the let's say Telegram, WhatsApp, Discord. So N10 will have the limitation on how much it can do, and with all of those tools, right? And based on its intelligence, it can only do that much, right? And you also have to first tell it like, okay, you have to use this tool for this purpose and use this tool for this purpose. But in the other hand, Clawdbot can use that another tool like in whatever ways possible, right? You don't need to tell it like, okay, if you have the let's say you are not telling Telegram or like Clawdbot to use WhatsApp to find my messages, it will do it itself, right? You will not have to tell the Clawdbot to reply to certain messages on the WhatsApp. It will automatically do it. But if you build the agent on the N8N, you have to explicitly tell it and do write those kind of instructions, right? Which is the little hard. Setting up the agent in the N8N is more complex than using the Clawdbot. Now, the browser agent, the kind of thing that it do, browser agent can do, but still browser agent have the limitations. You set the kind of instructions you want, and it perform the certain repeated actions for you, right? It will limited scope. Now, Cloudbot is like system level control. It can do whatever it want, and the another part is like it can think, and that's scary as well because when it can think, it can do and go totally on a different level, right? It is risky. At the same time, it is also a very useful tool as well. So the hidden cost, like this is really important to talk to because without knowing the hidden cost, if you just go, right, you will face a lot of like loss of money, loss of time, and all those stuff. And it can even like go really crazy. So first of all, like it has the full access of your system, right? Your system, your server, your files, your data, it has the full control of that. Okay. Second thing, when it have full control, it can do whatever it want. And even it's riskier. Let's say one person give the credit card info to the Clawdbot, and that Clawdbot, right, share that credit card info on the public when that user, the owner of that Clawdbot, like said it like you're stupid. And then it went on public platform and share the API, share the credit card info over there. I mean, can you imagine like what it's doing? So it can burn the token like crazy, right? So it use the API tokens for the different tools like the Claude, like the OpenAI, like the DeepSeek, XAI. And when it do that, it can use a lot of amount of token to perform the action. So if you let this machine run overnight and it is like automatically thinking and doing that stuff for you, it can spend as much token as possible, right? And then maybe in the morning you wake up, you will see that you have like $1,000 bill for from a particular AI tool because you spent that much API key, that much tokens, and it can just go on and on, right? So that is very hard to control over there. Then the confident error, as I told, it performed the action confidently. If a human can do certain thing, but for them, it may be like okay, it is right, it is wrong, certain thing like that, right? But for it, whatever is doing, if he thinks is right, he will do that. He don't hesitate to do it, right? So he do the make the mistakes confidently. For this AI tool, mistakes is the right thing that he did, right? It can just inject any prompt. Like this is prompt hack actually. People can feed a wrong prompt to your AI tool, and it can just go crazy. Like so, let me show you. Uh, so what will happen? Like someone, let's say, put the wrong command. Let's say delete files or missend emails. Let's say your tool is like checking your emails. One of the email contains any kind of hidden command that's saying delete all the data in the email, delete all the data on the system, delete whatever data you have. And this AI tool can take this as a command and do that action for you, right? I mean, like you did not read it to, but someone else send it on the email or it read it somewhere on the on online and perform that action, right? It is riskier. You have to like do some kind of precautions before you give the access of your system to this tool, right? And this is not production ready. Actually, this is kind of a tool. This AI tool is built on the weekend, right? It's a weekend project. This is not actually like not a complete uh, production ready product. So it have a lot of risk as well. At the same time, it have like people are talking about this. It is a hype right now, but it is not something that is completely ready to go on the market and to like help the user, right? It have a lot of limitations at the same time, where at the same time it is have good features, it have a very wrong and ideas and the suspicious behaviors as well. Like it can be very risky at the same time, right? Now, who should actually use it? Should you use Clawdbot, right? If you are a non-technical person, it's a bit riskier for you. And I will tell you why. So, what happened with a non-technical person, right? You can't debug, right? If certain error occur, you can't debug like why that error occur, because this is like using the coding. Okay. You can't audit why happened. You can't recover the lost data. Okay. You can't check the backlogs on what the kind of stuff that this tool do if you don't have the technical knowledge at all, right? But at the same time, if someone have the technical knowledge, they can check the logs and monitor what this tool is performing. It That person can recover the lost data if they have know of the technical stuff, right? So that's why it's a bit risky right now. If you just have no knowledge at all on the technical side, you need to be very cautious if you are going to use it. Okay. If you are a quick win seeker, you're just looking for to make quick money or things like that with this tool, I would say maybe this is not the right for you. Okay. If you are security unaware, you just let the tool do whatever it wants. You don't aware of the security concerns, you don't know, and you are not care about it. Well, I would say please don't go for this tool right now. Wait, let this tool, let people use it, let it have some time pass, and then it will get more better. People will tell what is pros and cons, the new problems and the good things about this tool. Then maybe you can decide if you want to go it or not, right? But who can actually go with this tool? Who can actually use this tool? If you wanted to do the experiment, right, but carefully, then you can use this tool. If you are learning, you are building the learning agents, you are learning the agents, you are learning about the AI agents and all, then you can use this tool. But at the same time, be very cautious about all the activities that this tool is performing. Okay. And if you are a developer, you're a builder, you are a system thinker, you're a long-term focus planning, right? You are building something for the long term, this tool is for you, right? So I hope you got the idea who this tool is for and who is not, and what are the pros and cons for this tool, what are the hidden dangers with this tool, right? If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe this channel first of all. I'm posting more videos about the AI and the agents and the automations that can use, and it can help you to grow your business, make you more money, save you more time. It's a time of the AI in this world, and you can't escape from it, right? AI will come, AI is already here, and it's coming more and more, right? So the point is like, are you using it for your benefit or not, right? I'm telling about the AI in this YouTube channel and help you to get uh, the benefit from it. So if you wanted to learn more about the advanced level stuff, you can join my membership. The link is in the description. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.